Hi, welcome. I'm Mary and I hook books. I crochet things inspired by books, mostly science fiction, low fantasy, horror, and mystery thriller. And this weekly reading vlog is going to have quite the ups and downs, but so is life, right? From why bother to let's watch some princess movies before bed, shall we? So let's hook some books. Fry and Munster are making a little cameo from their bed that I'm sometimes allowed to sleep on and maintain. Oh, you will go back to sleep, baby. And I finished Weird Tales, the monster issue, and this was so good. This was such a solid short story collection. I enjoyed all but like 2 or 3, which, like, for a short story collection with a lot of different authors is a really good number ratio. So I will be thinking about the Shiraka-con and whether you would want to know the worst thing that will ever happen to you. Like, I will be thinking about that for a while. And especially, I forget the name, but the one with the scarecrow, very creepy. So most of these monsters have smiles that are too big for their face or just really creepy. So I made this cute little Cheshire cat, and he's reversible. Because, I mean, tell me, that is not a really creepy smile. Have been very cutthroat with DNFing things. I tried Follow Me to Ground, and this was so popular a few years ago, and it's been on my TBR forever. I finally tried it, and it's a little too lyrical, plus it didn't strike quite the right weird for me. I think it probably is a really cool story, but it just wasn't really hitting with me. I also DNF'd Junkyard Cats, which is really sad because I love Faith Hunter, and I think that this is going to be a really cool series. The world building is really neat, but just we're a biker gang, I'm so cool, bikers are so cool, we're so tough. Like, it was just a little overdone for me and was not really holding my attention. I also DNF'd If Two Are Dead, and like the subtitle is 3 Can Keep Her Secret, If Two Are Dead. This started really... Oh no. Alright, we'll try to get this done really fast. This started really good, but it was a little bit too dramatic, and I have to close the window because they're gonna start doing landscaping. I am being so brutal with the DNFs. I DNF'd Games for Dead Girls. This was really popular several years ago. I liked the first scene. It was really creepy, and I was like, what is going on? But then there was just too much going on. And I blinked and I was like, wait, who is this character and why do I care? So yeah, I think I got 11% into that one. And then I picked up This Is Not a Ghost Story, and I didn't realize this was YA. The premise just sounded really cool. It kept being compared to American Horror Story, but then I saw it had a 2.9 average rating out of about 800, so a lot of other people also were like, ooh, okay, that's a lot of exposition dumping and like teenage wannabe super edgy kind of arterial voice. Apparently, there's a massive internet outage because Amazon warehouses in Virginia or Amazon Web Services in Virginia have something wrong with them mysteriously. So I was upset that I couldn't log into Hoopla, but like apparently I'm not having that bad of a day compared to a lot of people. I wish I could continue with Anathema. I finally found a book that I am enjoying. This is very horror. I do really appreciate that it feels like it's not 100% haunted house equals trauma. It is, we have done a lot of therapy as a family and we still have ghosts. So I am liking that. I'm 44% in and things just got really creepy. And I wish I could continue it on my way to work, but Hoopla is currently down, so is Starbucks. So, making my coffee at home this morning. Wish me luck. Read the wrong unit, and I have this habit of picking up books and completely forgetting what they're about, and so I didn't get what I thought I was going to get with this book. I'm not mad, but based on the description on the back of the book, I thought we would get more of like a human trying to escape captivity type narrative, but what we got, it really reminds me of Prayer for the Crown Shy, I think that's it, the Monk and Robots, and the Arc of the Scythe. If those two got together, it would be the wrong unit. The cloud becomes the Thunderhead, not literally, but I really like that analogy from the Arc of the Scythe, and is protecting humanity. I mean, they eat 1,000 calories a day, and they can work and play and even mate if they want to. Like, why are they so upset? And something happens, and the wrong unit, the wrong robot, gets stuck with a child. And this was a lot more cozy sci-fi than I thought I was getting into. But I kind of loved it. It is fairly short, but I really did enjoy it. It was a nice little cozy robot sci-fantasy. And I can snuggle with my cozy robot lovey that I made. So, I have to sew in my ends. That's always the worst part. But a little granny square blankie and a little cuddleable robot. While the internet was out, I listened to The President's Brain is Missing. And yes, how would you even tell? And this is a short story by John Scalzi. There were a couple cute little quips and kind of an interesting sci-fi kind of turnaround on that, but overall, kind of a nothing burger. And I finished Anathema, and in the Who Is This For on Storygraph, it says slow burn, and it was only slow for the first 40% of this book. After that, it was just non-stop insanity. I kept having to go back and be like, what the fork? What the duck? So I'm not sure I liked it, but it was compulsive, and a lot of the time things I read are classified as horror because there's a ghost, or there's a zombie, or a werewolf, or a vampire, but they're not actually like scary. This was messed up. It's not into the realm of extreme horror, because that would be way too much for me, but this did push the boundaries. So, yeah. Knowing that, they did technically commit the unforgivable cardinal sin, so that counts against it for sure, but it didn't happen on page. And it didn't happen in a particularly, like, at least described in a gruesome way. So, yeah, I'll give him a pass this time. So I think 4 stars, because I had to keep reading, because I kept just, what the, and I don't think I've ever read an antagonist so evil. And you're not quite sure if it's supernatural evil or just bad, like bad people evil, which is even more terrifying. And this is another story. If you liked, oh my gosh, it was by Josh Mallerman, Incidents Around the House. If you liked that, but it wasn't like horror enough for you, this has the same kind of creepy, this kid's new imaginary friend is coming out of the closet at night, and is it really imaginary or is it something else? And his imaginary friend, who may or may not actually be imaginary, her name is Daisy. So I made this cute little Daisy handbag, but to make it scary and Halloweeny, it's red and black. Thank you for joining me this week. I hope you are weathering the ups and downs of life and the ups and downs of fall weather as well as you can, and that you remember to take care of yourself, drink your water, get some exercise, take a nap, do something to feed your soul. And as always, heads up, shoulders back, and breathe.